Baskonia controlling the tip right there. It's Henry getting things going. Jaciri wants to go right inside against Sergio Yui. Peters being defended by Garuba. Henry up top. Henry penetrates to the basket. Oh, what a pass, but Jaciri can't finish, and there's a foul called right off the bat. That'll be on Alex Tyus coming from behind. What a pass by... How does he slip that ball in there? And a nice call as Gabriel Deck's going to be called for the foul right there on the arm as he raises his hand, gives a little wink. And it'll be Jaciri going to the line to start things off at 64% free throw shooter. Let's see if he can knock down the first one, and he does exactly that, give his team the first lead of the night. Short on the second one. It's Deck coming up with the rebound in Madrid, picking up their offense. That was Pierre Henry's 250th assist of his EuroLeague career right there. It's Deck going down low, one-on-one. He loves to go to the middle. That's exactly what he does right there, and he gets the roll. Nice play by Gabriel Deck over the top of Sharakirskis down low. Henry. Sharakirskis wants to go one-on-one right back. Oh, he throws an elbow right up into Jules' face. And Jules took it, but that foul is called. We're going to see it come right there. It takes a shot right there. Good call by the referee. It's Madrid's ball down 2-1. Or up 2-1, I'm sorry. Henry with his 250th assist right there as we see Deck up top. Balde. Scanning the scene right there. It's Tyus at the three-point line. He's not effective from there. Jaciri gives him the space. Now off to Balde. Balde to the basket. Good defense by Jaciri. It's Deck with a quick three off the mark. Not his shot. But Tyus comes up the rebound. Now Deck wants it back. Nothing going on. 8 on the shot clock. Yui looking for that mandarina, but he can't find it. He goes to the basket, fades away. Soft touch off the back of the rim. Giedraitis comes down with the rebound. It's Henry wanting to run for Baskonia. Inside to Jaciri, they got a mismatch down low. Let's see if Abali's going to foul him. He doesn't foul him, and it was too late. As Jaciri takes advantage of the mismatch and scores his third point of the contest. Balde off the pick and roll. Good help defense. But it's Garuba down low all by himself. Nice move by Garuba down low. Using his body to create space and laying it up against the backboard. Giedraitis wants to get to the basket. Goes to the left side. Go back to the right hand. Nice soft touch by the Lithuanian right there. Arturo Giedraitis gets on the scoreboard. Yui. Good ball movement by Madrid. You see the spacing that they have. All 4 or 5 players open. Garuba wants to shoot the three. Garuba's long on that one. Deck can't come in and get the rebound, but Pierre Henry comes down with it. He wants to run to the basket. He's got a lane, kicks it back out to Jaciri. Wants to pull up. And Jaciri's on fire. Already 5 points for the big man. And he's feeling it here tonight. Balde up top. Balde wants to get to the basket. Jaciri with the defense. Nice hands, but Tyus comes up with the loose ball. What can he do with it against Giedraitis right here down low? Nice roll. As Alex Tyus goes up with the right-handed hook shot. Henry up top. Down low again, this time trying not to throw the elbow. And nice post-up move by Sharakirskis right there down low against Sergio Yui. And it looks like it's a plan that Baskonia has, and that's the 3rd time they've gone in there early on in this game. And now Baskonia wants to run off the Balde miss. Oh, Henry almost gets stuck, but it's Alex Peters pulling up, and Peters dropping nothing but net on the fast break. Nice decision by Henry to kick it back to his 3-point shooter. Baskonia with a 6-point lead early on here. Yui wants to pull up from deep. Over the top of Henry, off the mark. Nice rebound. Baskonia looking to run again, but instead Henry's going to slow it down, set things up. There we go again, looking for the mismatch down low against Yui. Is Deck going to come down and help? No one's coming over to help. Nice passes. Tyus comes over. Tyus gets his hand on it, but Zakiri's able to finish it off. They finally double team down low. Sadakirskis makes a good pass to Zakiri right there. Thought Tyus might have fouled him on the first one, but nothing was called. Zakiri gets the ball back and puts it back up, and it's Baskonia with a 14-6 lead here, and Madrid needs the timeout to slow things down.
Seconds to go. Rudy drills it with 2.9 seconds to go, and Real Madrid pulls out the victory. Nice fake by Rudy. All nets right there, led by Luka Doncic. Look at Rudy Fernandez. Money ball with 2.9 seconds left.
He's done that a million times in his career. Oh yeah, Rudy Fernandez there with 2.9 seconds on the clock. But we also remember, I think it might have been a year or two later, I'm not sure exactly the date, where I believe it was Siobhan Shields who came down and tied the game up for Baskonia, and there was a foul called on Capasso. And Capasso went to the line also. That was with 2.9 seconds left. So let's see what happens here tonight in the final minute of this game. These games seem to always go down to the buzzer. So let's see if 2.9 seconds is something that sticks out here tonight like it has in various other occasions for Real Madrid, as Felipe Reyes is getting a good laugh over there with J.C. Carroll. They've been teammates for about 122 years right now. It seems like Madrid's struggling to get the ball in. Full court pressure by Baskonia, but Peters up top. I said 122 years. My producers asked me if I was on that team as Abaldi turns the ball over. What I have to deal with on a nightly basis with these people. Zakiri back to Henry. Henry up top, trying to get things going. So far, slow game. Madrid just hasn't been able to do anything effectively offensively, and they just keep wanting to go back inside. Sadakirskis right there with a nice move down low over the top of Yui, and Coach Ivanovic sees some sort of mismatch down there, and they just keep on going to the boy from Lithuania, the guy that I had the toughest time saying his name. They just keep going to him on top of it. I think they're doing it on purpose, as Yui looks to a cross-court pass, and it's off to Abaldi. Abaldi wants to kiss his hand, and that's exactly what he's going to do as he drills that three. You see the kiss that Abaldi loves to give after he drills a shot. Henry inside again. Here we go one more time. Madrid's going to have to try to help a little bit. That time they couldn't get established. Peters with a nice fake after he makes 1-3. Of course, he gets Garuba off the ground, and Madrid just can't do anything here defensively right now, as Baskonia has their number offensively on the deck inside. Zakiri in the middle waiting for him, just waiting for him. And there's a foul down low called before Deck makes his move. That'll be on the floor, which will be Madrid's ball out of bounds. And another 14 seconds put back on the clock as Sadakirskis fouls Deck, and he's going to go to the bench with his 4 points. That's his second foul right there, I believe. Tyus up top. Big pick by Garuba on Henry. Yui looking for space. Garuba wants to penetrate to the left. Nice defense by Peters, and now Baskonia wants to run. Oh, Henry with a nice no-look pass to the big man, Zakiri, down low. Did you see the no-look pass by Henry? That was beautiful. Looking off to his left and finds the big man running the floor. You got to give some credit to Zakiri to keep his eye on his point guard. As Madrid down 11 right now at home. Early on in this game, Deck doesn't like that side as much as he's going to go back to his other side. Great defense right there. Polonara puts the D on Deck, and he wants to run the break. He's open in the corner if Henry wants to get it to him. There he is, the lefty. Boom! Achille Polonara just laying it on Madrid, just walking into the game, plays defense on one side, runs the floor and sticks the three, and Baskonia out to a huge lead. Baldi looking for something. He wants to pull up again. Nice defense again by Baskonia. That's way off the mark, and that ball goes out of bounds. Nice decision by Peters to try not to go after as Trey Tompkins will check into the game, and so will Iliman Diop. For Jaquirius, he'll go to the bench. Baskonia in domination mode right here on the floor. Pablo Lasso, look at him. Doesn't know what to say, doesn't know what to think, giving a little lecture to his players on the bench, but can't blame it on just one guy. It's been the whole team here tonight that hasn't been able to get it going offensively or defensively. Henry kicks it out. It's Polonara one more time. Pulls up a little bit too quick that time. Over the back rebound. But look at a fight by Henry down low. Deck and Henry going at it. And we got a jump ball between the two of them. Deck comes over the top of Henry. Henry scrapping on the floor as he just wants to continue to go after it. Look at that. Great play by both of those players, aggressive. Now we got the old school jump ball here right at the foul line, Baskonia. Referees talking it out. Players trying to find positioning. You'll see everybody moving as this ball goes up. Deck's got the advantage right now. He's got Tyus and Sergio Yui together. That's usually what you look for when you go up to jump. You look for two white shirts together, two green shirts together. That's exactly where Deck goes, right to Tyus. And now Madrid wants to run the break, and it's off the Deck. Deck goes in for the layup, and he's going to go to the line for two as Diop couldn't get back in time, and Deck took advantage of him. You'll see right here Diop with his back to him. Of course, any player doesn't think that that's a foul, but that's just not good defensive position to be in. And that'll send Gabriel Deck to the line for two. Jeffrey Taylor, Fabian Cosera on the bench waiting for their moment. Deck knocking down both free throws right there. Baldi all over Giedraitis up top. Henry finds a space, but can't find anything on his jump to the basket. Nope, but it's Giedraitis with the three. He's off the mark. Deck pulling down the rebound. Backdoor cut by Baldi, but Tyus couldn't find him. He was open. Dewey wants to go to the basket, can't find it. He's outside with the big man, Diop. What's he gonna do? He stops, he pops, and he drops for the two over the top of the big man. Nice decision by the Spanish guard. Henry letting the ball roll up the floor, but the time is already running. Giedraitis wants to pull up for three, can't get the opening though. Baldi, good defense on him as he follows him all over the place. Now he goes to the corner. It's the Lithuanian from the corner, dropping the three. Nice play. They were looking at him from the beginning. Into Tyus. Tyus with a nice left-hand hook shot. Beautiful move by the big man down low. As Diop just steps in the game. He's been scored on both times. As Baskonia. 26 points here so far. We got 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Henry leading the squad off the Diop right there. Giedraitis wants to get to the basket over the top of Tyus. Tyus, nice defense, and it's Yui coming down. Wants to pull up from three. Yui on the break, short, off the mark. Diop with the rebound, off to Henry. Henry's gonna bring it up the floor. Henry's got 6 assists already on the night. He should be looking for a double-double. Already, as we talked about, had one good game against Madrid this season. And now, starting out well here in the first quarter as they open things up. It's him against Huey. Can't control it. Wants to get back to the basket. 2 seconds left. It's one-on-one. It's him off the backboard. Oh! Oh, my Lord. Pierre Henry off the glass on the buzzer. What a move. He looked like he had no control of the ball. He lost it up top here at first. Now look at the fadeaway. Look how high he puts it off as the light goes off on the backboard. Watch it one more time. Soft, high, over the top of Tyus. And just enough kiss on the backboard to drop it in for 2. 28 points for TD Systems Baskonia. Victoria Gasteiz to 15 from Madrid at the end of the first quarter. Check out some of these first quarter highlights here at the Wiesing Centers. Victoria Gasteiz up 13 in the first quarter against Real Madrid. Baskonia was hitting from everywhere here tonight. Madrid doing whatever they can to keep it close. It's a 13-point advantage, as we talked about. There we see the stats. TD Baskonia very effective offensively, 9 for 11 and 3 for 5 from 3. 6 assists, leading the rebound, and also the big man who had the best performance of the first quarter is Tanya Jakiri. 9 points, 4 for 5. He came out on fire, starting things off. Getting fouled on the first move of the game, going to the line, and hadn't stopped from then. It's Real Madrid with a lot of work to do here in this second quarter to try to close things up before halftime. It's been defense for Real Madrid lately, because offensively they've struggled. But giving up 28 points in the first quarter is not much for what Pablo Lasso wanted before this game started. Albaldi looks to get open. He pushed Tyus to get open. Albaldi knocks it down from deep. Give himself another little kiss right there. A big 3 for his team to start out the second quarter. Fabian Coser checking in. Walter Tavares also coming off the bench. Polonara to the basket. Nice move by the lefty, but he can't get anything. And Deck comes up with the ball. It'll be Peters called for the foul. At half court. Deck to the bench. Tyus to the bench. Albaldi up top. Albaldi looking for another 3 right there, but Juke comes out. Coser into Tavares. Tavares. Nice hands by Polonara right there as Tompkins was open in the corner. Couldn't get it to him though. Tavares. Albaldi pulls up again. Alberto Albaldi's off the mark. That time Tompkins with the loose ball rebound. Huey looking back into Trey Tompkins if he can get him. Tompkins doesn't want to post up. He clears him out, lets him want to go one-on-one against Diop. Diop looking for help, can't get it. Huey with the left-handed hook. That's way off the mark. Good defense by Diop. And now it's Vildosa getting to the basket, kicks it back out. Diop, who sometimes shoots that 3, and this time he didn't really want it. He thought about it a little bit too much, as he was a little bit short, didn't extend that elbow enough and get enough wrist into it. Yui wants to get to the basket. Looked like he picked that up for a minute, but Albaldi one more time from the corner off the mark. Nice job by Peters to keep that ball alive and keep it out of Tavares' hands. Just off to Vildosa. Vildosa quick. Oh, what a penetration by Vildosa. And Sergeant Swat couldn't get there in time. What a play by Vildosa to get to the basket. Didn't even put it into the other hand, just kept it in his left and kissed it off the glass sweetly. Coser up top. Dragic on him. Albaldi. He's missed a couple threes in a row now. Let's see if he keeps shooting it or not. Oh, what a pass to Tompkins. As Tompkins gets up and knocks it down. Kind of squeezed that dunk in there. I'm going to have to talk to him about that dunk when I see him, but it was effective enough to get him on the board tonight. Dragic up top. Looks to get to the basket again. A lot of speed there, but it goes off his leg. He knows it went off his leg. It did get hit. It might have got hit by Albaldi, but it definitely went off his leg. Albaldi bringing things up. He's taking over the point guard position as Yui went to the bench. Jeffrey Taylor up top. Right down low to Tompkins. Oh, nice pass by Tompkins to Taylor, but he's got nothing. Tompkins kicks it back out, and boom, he nails the three. Nice ball work between Taylor and Tompkins in a two-man game. Vildosa up top. Setting things up. Giedraitis from three. Oh, he nails one as a big pick by Iliman Diop right there, and Giedraitis knocks down another three. The Lithuanian also loves playing against Real Madrid. All these guys do. Coser, his old team. Oh, Tavares had a lane to the basket. Unselfish play by Tavares and by Tompkins for the shot in the corner by Taylor. Taylor wants it back again. He's off the mark 2 times in a row, and now Baskonia wants to run. They got Polonara on one side, Dragic on the other, but Albaldi calls that fast break quits with a foul at half court, and Ivanovic is asking for unsportsmanlike right here. Albaldi didn't really go for the ball right there. He went body to body, and Ivanovic is still pleading his case on the sideline as Giedraitis knocked down his 8th point of the game. Look at him still pleading to go look for it. Now the referees are talking to each other. Are they going to take a walk over to the bench or not? They're going to go take a look at it, it looks like. I try not to predict these calls because you never know. It didn't look like Albaldi went for the ball. It looks like he went body to body more than anything else to follow him. He was putting his right arm in there for a minute. As we see the review right there, but it's so hard to predict these calls sometimes because that's a foul you see throughout the whole game. But considering that it just didn't look like there was a play on the ball, I would assume that they would call an unsportsmanlike foul here, but you never know. Let's wait on the official decision. They continue to look. It looks like Albaldi goes for the ball here. Look at the right hand right there, but then he stops and gets his body on it. The fact that they had to talk to each other to discuss it makes me think that it's just a foul, and that's exactly what it was right there, just a foul. As he did get that arm in there to begin with. Ivanovic tried. And why not? You have to try. This team's up 10 right now, looking good so far in this first half. Giedraitis up top. Nice pick by Diop. Dragic wants to turn the corner, kicks it out. 2 men there. It's Polonara who comes up with it. Nice ball movement by Baskonia. Look at the quickness offensively. This time, Diop wants to fake the 3, gets Tavares off the ground and drops the 2. from inside the circle. Nice play by Diop as he got Tavares off the ground on the three-point fake. Tompkins wants a three-pointer. Tompkins just off the mark, short. Giedraitis with the rebound. Vildosa setting things up for Baskonia. Got a little bit of an opening. Juice back there again all by himself. Too late to get it to him now. Giedraitis wants to turn the corner, kicks it out. It's Dragic picking up the foul on the young man, Carlos Alafin. Alafin playing against Zoran Dragic. Imagine that. This young man thinking, would I ever play against this guy? I'm sure he's not thinking that right now as he's out on the floor, but you got to look at him. You've seen Dragic play all over the place with Slovenia and the NBA. Out here at Baskonia, and Carlos Alafin has the pleasure and the duty to defend him right now here with 5:29 to go in the second quarter in this Turkish Airlines EuroLeague game. Diop wants another one. Gets Tavares off his feet again. One more time with the fake off the backboard. Good defense by Tavares right there. It's Koser to his left. Aaron pass is picked up by Taylor. Koser wants out a nice pass into Tavares. Tavares had the ball twice tonight without looking at the basket. He's going to look at the basket this time, and Diop comes in with the block shot. And now he wants to run the break. It's Vildosa getting off the mark. Ooh. Baskonia wants to slow things down now. Giedraitis to the basket against Tavares, and a nice left hand, similar to what Vildosa did a minute ago. Just a quick move. You got to go quick against Tavares because he'll get up there. It takes him a little while, but once he's up, he's going to block your shot. And that's a nice move by both of those guys to just go up quick and lay it in softly against the backboard. Tompkins wants to go one-on-one down low. That's a nice move by Tompkins. Knocked off the rim by Tavares, and now tapped again, and he missed again. 2 or 3 opportunities for Tavares right there and couldn't get either one of them to fall as the ball just rolls out. Typical of the way this night's gone so far for Real Madrid, down 14 here with 4 minutes to go. Vildosa being defended by Taylor. Diop doesn't want to cut to the basket. I think that was a mistake by Diop right there, as you see him and Vildosa give him a high five. As I think he expected him to cut to the basket to get the ball over to Polonara. And it went between both players, but Baskonia is still looking good here. With a 14-point advantage, 3:50 to go in the second quarter. We're going to take a timeout right here. Now let's go in and listen to Real Madrid's timeout.
Rápido con Jeff, ¿vale? Fabián, tú pones el ciego, ¿vale? Y sube Carlos. Vamos a ver si buscamos esto y seguimos moviéndonos, o si no el pick and roll final de Carlos. Carlos agresivo hasta la canasta, ¿vale? Para que Di entre, y aunque tengas que tirar por encima de Diop, agresivo en el pick and roll, ¿vale? Puede que te pasen por detrás, pero vienes después de esto, tú sea agresivo en la canasta, vas a tener a Trey aquí abierto, Jeff y Fabián. ¿De acuerdo? Venga, vamos, 4 arriba. Estamos defendiendo bien ahora, vamos chicos. Detalles, ya está, hemos fallado debajo del aro, venga, vamos.
Nice relaxed timeout there by Pablo Lasso, just setting up some offensive play. Actually set him a play there for the young men. They're a little thin, which is interesting enough. Telling him to take it to the basket aggressively. And we see the frustrations by Tavares before going to the bench as he missed a couple easy buckets down low. As I said before, he had those tap-ins. He had a couple looks at the basket where he got the ball down low within, I don't know, 3 feet of the hoop and didn't even look at the basket, which is interesting for him because he's pretty aggressive when he gets that ball off the pick and roll. And he's been looking to pass here tonight, so let's see what happens as we get Tompkins down low. As he's double teamed there, it is off the elbow thin. It's Koser with a nice ball fake, and he's pretty much money with that left hand when he gets a little bit of space, and he developed the space himself right there with a fake pass to the corner. Had time and dropped the 3. Dragic up top. inside. It's a step-back shot off the mark right there. Jacari fighting for the rebound. He can't get it, but he does get both hands on it. Giedraitis kicking it back out to Henry. Here comes the pick for Henry. Oh, he's up top for Jacari, but couldn't get it to him. And the foul will be on Tompkins right there. That's Real Madrid's third team foul of this quarter. I felt like Henry had an opportunity to go up and get a 7 days magic moment right there with Tanya Jacari going to the basket for an alley-oop, and he missed them. Kicked it out to Sarakirsis, and he built up the foul. And there'll be another timeout here on the floor with 2:54 to go. And Madrid within the 11 points right now as we're going to go check out a playlist from that big man, Tanya Jacari. 9 points on the night, 2 rebounds so far, 4 for 5 from the 2-point line. Madrid's 5 players on the floor right now. Coser has 3 points. Tompkins has 5. No one else has scored. Elefin, Tavares, or Jeffrey Taylor have scored yet here tonight. Madrid, of course, being led at this point by Alberto Baldi with those 2 threes. You see Tanya Jacari with 9 points, a couple rebounds this evening, and a ranking of 9 so far. He's been the leader of this team, but it's been Henry that's done it all. 2 points, 6 assists, a couple of rebounds also, and talked about this team being first in the league in steals so far tonight. They haven't had many of them. I'm looking at just one of them so far tonight, but they've been effective offensively. Giedraitis taking it out to Henry. Henry had a quick look, decides to pull it back. Jacari again, this time up top. Oh, they almost had it set up, but it's broken up by Tavares. Elefin gets the ball at midcourt, and it'll be Giedraitis with the foul. That was the play I was looking at before that they had open. They decided to call a timeout and decided to run it off the static offense right there, and it didn't work as Tavares came up. I don't know if it was Tavares or Jeffrey Taylor from behind that got their hand on it, but they broke that play up nicely. Madrid trying to get within 10 here if they can with a bucket. Coser double teamed up top. Tompkins not ready to shoot from the corner, 8 on the shot clock. Here comes the pick. Coser wants to go right, and you can call that foul on Tavares, but it's all about Coser as you see him, watch him change up and not wait for, he just didn't wait enough time for Tavares to get there. Tavares couldn't set himself up in position good enough, and that's an offensive foul. Pablo Lasso knows it. Nothing he can really say about it. It's a great call by the referee. Tough play as Tavares gets that first foul. Dragic wants to pull up. He's off the mark. Elefin pulls on the rebound, takes it up the floor. Elefin looking for space again, can't find it. Nice defense by Henry. This time he gets to the basket on Henry. Again, good defense. The young man couldn't get it. Henry with the long baseball pass out the Dragic goes up. And Rudy Fernandez somehow or another, as he always does, gets his hand in on anything. Watch how he gets the hand in. Look at him just keeping his eye on the ball right there. The whole way, never fouls, never touches or anything. It's amazing how he gets that hand in there. And Dragic knows that he had an easy 2 right there if he just kept the ball away from him. But he's just got such an eye for the ball sometimes. He's got those quick hands. It's got to drive players crazy. Elefin up top. Rudy, this time quick hands, turns into a 3-pointer. And him with the fake and a left-handed dribble and drills a 3-pointer. Madrid starting to feel themselves a little bit here, trying to close the gap before halftime. Vildosa. Giedraitis. Baskonia wants to keep this lead as much as they are. Not this time. Tavares says no way. You see, that one wasn't as quick as the other ones, and Tavares got a swat on it that time. As now it's Coser who wants to go to the basket. Off to Tavares. Tavares again didn't look at the basket right off the bat, but he did the second time, and he drops the easy 2 right there. Madrid pulls themselves to within 6. And you see, that wasn't as quick, and he didn't extend that arm. He kept that arm. Watch him keep it back a little bit. And the fact that he kept it back a little bit gave Tavares the time to get that swat in. And that's why we call him Sergeant Swat right there, and that's what makes a difference for Madrid. You see it right there. He looked again for the pass, but decided to go up with it and pull his team to within 6 with 1:09 to go here in the first half.
Thumb up. Pick and pop. Baby screen. Pass. You have to replay here. The pick and roll. Penetrate and move the ball. Okay. Only 2 fouls. Only 2 fouls.
Baskonia just trying to hold on here before the end of the first half. Got Henry's been in the game for almost 13 minutes. Giedraitis has been in the game for 16 minutes and 16 seconds so far. Got Peters on the bench. Peters just checked back in, I think. No, Peters is still on the bench, but he's been out there for 13.5 minutes also. So Baskonia maybe getting a little tired here before the end of the half. See what they do offensively. They can set something up here. Jakiri up top off to Henry. Nice pass, but it's deflected by Tavares, and Henry goes up top off the backboard. This time can't get it to drop. Madrid with the opportunity to pull within 3 or 4 here. Coser. Can't find anything off to Tavares. Oh, nice play. Coser cutting the fake pass. Elothen all by himself, and he drops the 3. If you're Baskonia at a 13-point lead at one point, and you got an opportunity to still go into halftime, Madrid might foul here. They only have, well, they have 14 fouls. They're not going to foul. They're not going to send Baskonia to the line. Baskonia's a team with 2 team fouls. Henry wants to fake on Tavares, kicks it out. It's Polonara, wants to drop the 3. Polonara off the mark right there, and it'll be Baskonia up 3 at halftime. Unexpected result. Madrid makes a huge run at the end of the second quarter to give them all the confidence going into halftime. Pablo Lasso has to be happy with the way his team played in the last 3 minutes of this quarter to make it. They don't come out with their, they do come out with their starting 5. Polonara is in the game. Sarakirskis also in the game. Chikerti, Henry, and Giedraitis, who's just an Iron Man. He's constantly on the floor. He never comes off, as he averages almost 30 minutes a game. He's at 28 and some change on the season. Rudy wants to pull up from 3, but gives it back to Deck. Deck with a nice move. Watch out for Deck. Oh, I thought he was going to put it down, but he just put it in softly. Looked like he was going up to dunk on somebody right there, the Argentinian, but he wanted to make sure the easy 2. Polonara up top. Henry can't find that opening. Giedraitis from deep. Long rebound. Sarakirsis pulls that down. Oh, wide open underneath. What a play, Henry. What vision on the floor. That was a beautiful play. As you saw Giedraitis cutting his defender going over the top of the screen, he decided to slip back door and stay underneath the basket, and Henry found him wide open for the tap in. Rudy the basket up top to Tavares. Tavares looking to be more aggressive this time in the second half. He's going to get called for the travel, though, as he moved his foot. Got that pivot foot off the floor. Let's look at it. You see the dribble. Boom, there's one move. Another one. And then he pulls that foot back just enough to get the travel call. Nice call there by the official. Henry. His team up 3 right now. He's been distributing the whole game, and that was a tough pass as Jakiri tried to cut to the basket, couldn't get it in time. I think it was knocked out by Trey Tompkins right there. 6th go on this shot clock. You saw Deck right there skying through the middle of the zone, using that left hand to protect the ball. Jakiri up top wants to go against Tompkins, against Tavares, can't get it. Deck pulls down a nice rebound, and Sergio Ewing running the break. He's over in the left corner. He's going to stick the 3, and that was a nice play by Deck as Madrid just wants to get that ball out and run. Ivanovic getting frustrated on the sideline. Baskonia not able to do anything as Madrid continues to put the pressure. Henry pulls up nice, stop, pop, and drop. Floating in the air, looking for the foul from the referee, too, as he knocked down that. Rudy up top. Ewing looking for some kind of opening, can't find it, off the Tompkins in the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Ewing's gonna have to do something with it, and Henry comes from behind, knocks it out with 2.9 to go. And you know, this team has been together for so long. They have a play set up. They have a sideline play set up with 2.9 to go as Vildosa wasn't very effective at all in that first half. Checks in the game, just had that quick layup over the top of Tompkins. But watch Madrid here with 2.9 to go on the shot clock. See what they can come up with. Nothing special. It's going to be Rudy. Good defense right there by Jakiri to not go for the fake and make Rudy take a bad shot, but it was after the clock anyway, so that'll be a violation and a turnover for Real Madrid. Baskonia with the rock. Down 2, or up 2, I'm sorry. They continue to be up. And that last basket by this guy right here, Henry, with the ball. Jakiri rolling to the basket, can't find him, but Dragic's off top. And it'll be Tompkins on the switch, gets caught up with Zoran Dragic up top. And he's called for the foul. Can't do much to stop him. Tompkins back with Polonara. That's his man normally. Vildosa trying to get to the hoop. Good help by Ewing. Once again, Vildosa looking for it. This time it's Tavares stopping it. Polonara wants to pull up. Polonara, the lefty from 3, gives his team a 5-point lead. Who doesn't like an Italian guy named Achilles? You'd think he was from Greece. Polinaropoulos, we can call him. But Rudy wants to get his 3 in, but he's short. And Tavares can't get his hands on it. And now Baskonia wants to run and take advantage of the miss. Polonara with the pick up top. Jakiri not going to look at the basket from out there, so Tavares gives him the room, but Vildosa gets to the hoop. Oh! Oh! What a floater by Luka Vildosa over the top of Tompkins. I thought it was going to be an air ball. The way that went up, it just got some rain and brought down the nets. What a shot by Vildosa right there. And here comes Baskonia now feeling themselves running the floor. Polonara was open, but Henry decides to pull up. He's off the mark. Bad luck there for Baskonia as they're starting to feel good about turning defense into offense, and Madrid wants to slow things down as much as they can here. Ewing up top. Quick move to get by Henry. Tavares, again, not looking to shoot, and he gives it up to Rudy. Nice decision that time for Walter Tavares as he kicks it out to the veteran Rudy Fernandez. Henry slowing things up. Vildosa. Vildosa almost turns it over, but this time it's going to be Sarakirsis, I think, that stepped on the line as he tried to make his move. The ball came to him slowly. Let's watch it as he gets it. Yeah, I think he stepped back and went on that sideline. Look at the move by Vildosa. just floating it up over the top of the backboard, bringing down the rain and straight through the net. That is a contender for our magic moments. Rudy wants to keep going, and Rudy's off the mark this time. Tompkins trying to keep the ball alive, can't do it. Vildosa comes down with it. Look at Polonara wide open on the break. Give the big man the ball. As it looks like it's Jacari that's going to be called for the foul, but Polonara, watch him get out on the break. Look at him down there. Had Tompkins beat down the floor. And Rudy runs into the pick, and it'll be Tompkins going to the bench. And Madrid deciding to go small here as they got Yui Fernandez, Gabriel Deck, and Albaldi on the floor with Walter Tavares. See how Coach Ivanovic responds to that. As Pablo Lasso decides to go the smaller lineup as Yui gets to the basket, tries to float it up, and it's Tavares with a nice tap in. Lasso deciding to go with a little bit of a speedy lineup on the outside and keep Tavares inside. Henry up top. Jacari down low. Nice defense by Real Madrid right there. There's 4.2 to go on the shot clock. Sarakirskas goes to the bench. Giedraitis checks back in after a short rest. Madrid down 2 here with 4:34 to go. You just feel like Madrid's going to make a run here sooner or later, like they did at the end of the second quarter. But Baskonia doing a good job of taking the punches.
What a shot. And it's hung to the hoop where Jalen Reynolds created it. Rejected on the way up. Three-point shot goes down. Bayern who are enjoying it on the bench.
You know that highlight right there, as we see at the end of it, where it says every game matters. That's pretty much significant from the first day of this season. But right now, round after round, that every game matters is just that much more important, because you got teams like Baskonia that are 3 games away from 8th place. You got teams that are like Madrid that are a couple games away from 1st place. And you have 4th or 5th place teams that are only about 2 games away from 9th place. So every game does matter on a nightly basis. It doesn't matter who it is. And Bayern fighting for a playoff spot. First times. Oh, what a nice move. Oh, what a setup play as Henry comes off the pick and Polonara fakes the handoff and takes it to the hoop. It goes over the top of Sergeant Swat. That could be one of those plays that makes a difference in the game. But now this time it's Coser giving it up to Tavares up top. And this time Tavares doesn't look to pass. 2 dunks in a row, 2 spectacular plays here coming out of the timeout at the 4-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. And this game is starting to get lit up. Henry up top. Oh, what a nice, another one. No, but Giedraitis this time puts it in with the left. I thought he was going to go up and flush it down. Madrid, give me a rest, will you guys? Coser doesn't want to give me a rest. Coser off the mark for 3. It's Deck who tried to come in over the top of Polonara, but Polonara pulls on the rebound. Henry wanted to get fouled. Man, he got fouled by Sergio Yuri right there as he took him to the basket. Knew that Madrid was going to give up that foul. Only 1 team foul. You see him trying to go by Yui, but it was too late, and Jacari will get a rest. And there you see Polonara with a nice fake and going up, and now the big balls. We see Foul checking in to the game here for his first minutes tonight. I talked about the fact that last week it was 1 minute 28 seconds. He went to the bench. Hasn't played again for Baskonia in the EuroLeague since 3:20, well, about 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter of this game, and he gets checked in. The guys had some big games this year, but Missed a couple easy shots early in the game against Zalgiris, was pulled out. And I'll tell you what, he had 19 points, 8 rebounds against Jesko way back in round 8, but only that minute 28, an air ball shot right there as Baskonia comes up with a rebound, trying to build on this 4-point lead with 3:10 to go. Foul could be dangerous in there. You got 2 7-footers. 7 feet 2 inches. The players, there it is right there as he finds an opening. Henry just had enough time to pull Tavares away from the basket to put it up over the top of the rim for Yusufa Fall, who knocks it down, his first 2 points of the game. He was quick to get on the scoreboard. Coser trying to beat his old team here. Coser with the pump fake, the fall. Can't get it. Tavares with the rebound, kicks it out to Yui. Yui wants to pull up from deep, and he's real short on that. We already saw one air ball a minute ago. Now this time, just barely touched the rim. Deck wants to go to the hoop. Deck gets fouled. Nice move by Deck to get that ball up. And I believe they're going to give him the 2 shots. He got that up quick enough. See him get bumped right there, and there's the effort to get to the basket. Maybe Gabriel Deck going to the line, and Carlos Elefin checking in. As Madrid continues to stay small. Coser, Elefin now into the game. Deck, Alberto Albaldi. It's only Tavares. As Henry goes to the bench. Coach Ivanovic trying to get him a rest here in these last 2 minutes and 21 seconds. See if his team could hold on to this 6-point lead without his point guard in. Henry having a big night at 6 quick assists. Sitting at 9 right now, only on 4 points, but 9 assists. Deck knocks down the first one. Giedraitis is leading his team with 14 points. Deck knocks down another one, leading his team with just 8. Vildosa trying to control things. Baskonia would love to pull this victory out. It would mean so much to them, as I said. There's a foul by Deck on the floor. That's going to be before the shot against Peters. This would be so big for them. They have to go to Khimki next week, a game that they could win. Khimki's been nothing but struggling here in the league. And then they have Savannah Vezda at home, another game that they could win. So they could get on one of these win streaks that they've been on this entire season. They can get themselves right into the playoff hunt in the most critical time of the season, as Tavares seems like he came down hard on his ankle. I'm not sure if he twisted it. You see him limping a little bit as Tompkins checks in for him. And now real small is the Madrid lineup, as Tyus hasn't seen time throughout most of this game. They're going to go right into Fall against Tompkins. Tompkins doing a good job with the body. Polonara wants to pull up. Polonara, the lefty from deep. Achilles Polonara from deep with the quick 3 and gives his team a 7-point lead. Madrid wants to try to close this out as much as they can in the 4th quarter. Coser doesn't like to go that way. He goes up and gets the touch as he floats one in and gets the shooter's touch off the front of the rim. A couple possessions here to go at the end of the 3rd quarter. They want to go back into Fall if they can. They got an advantage with Tompkins down low. There it is right there. Nice hands by Tompkins as Fall couldn't come up with the block. And that's what happened last week. I'll see what happens with Coach Ivanovic, see if he pulls him out of the game. He made a couple plays where he couldn't get his hands on the ball last week early in that game against Zalgiris. Coser once again. Coser wide open. What a play by Fab Coser as he looks off Giedraitis. He looks off Fall with a little look away fake pass and then hits the reverse as Fabian Coser trying to close his lead out all by himself. Vildosa over the top of Tompkins for 3. That was well defended by Real Madrid. And Vildosa knocks it down. 34 to go here in the 3rd quarter. But Coser wants to keep going. Giedraitis all over him. It's Coser again forcing it. This time can't get anything going. The ball's knocked out of bounds. And it'll go out on Fabian Coser. Looking for the foul right there. Couldn't get it. Possession goes to Baskonia. Look at that shot by Polonara. Just getting off with 1.2 seconds to go and saying, give me some of that. And just enough time for Barry A. Henry to get his rest as he comes back into the game with 26.3 to go here. Offensive substitution by Coach Ivanovic to get Henry back into the game. They want to run this clock out as much as they can. There's a two-second differential. Look for Madrid to foul here in a second. They're going to want to foul before Henry can get the shot off, and there it is outside. They only had 3 team fouls. Good job by Madrid holding out as long as they can to get that foul, but there's still 8.8 seconds, more than enough time for Baskonia to set anything up. That's their 4th team foul, so you won't be seeing Madrid wanting to foul again. Just play strong defense. So they get a trap up top. Tompkins doesn't come out. It's Henry one-on-one against the young man. Good defense by Elothin, but Henry gets the break off the glass, and Henry with a killer on the buzzer once again. Baskonia scored on the buzzer as they did in the first quarter, and Henry once again off the glass high, kissing it on the way down. And not only is this guy distributing the ball with 9 assists, but that's his 6th point. And he's got 4 rebounds, leading his team in just about every category here tonight as Madrid pulled close, but couldn't hold on as they're down 8 going into the 4th quarter as we go in and check out those 3rd quarter highlights right now. As we look over these highlights, you have to look down Madrid's scoring list. As everybody's pretty much contributing, but there's no one actually doing anything. I mean, Coser with 7 points has scored a couple right here at the end of this 3rd quarter. Baldi with his 6 earlier on in the game. Elothin with the 3 from deep. Again, early on in this game, Deck leading the team with only 8 points. Tompkins with 5, Rudy Fernandez with a couple 3s for 6. Tavares with 6 and Yuli with 5, but nobody really stepping up for Real Madrid, and that's been an issue for them as a team that scores so many points. Usually, as we see our best performance of the quarter, Aquile Polonara. I want to get that Italian accent if I can. 8 points, 2 for 2 from 3 points. But Madrid only 52 points here. This is where you used to see Madrid up in the 70-point mark, 65, 70 points in the end of the 3rd quarter. Looking to roll away as Tyus checks back into the game for Madrid, but it's Baskonia doing a great job. We talked about Baskonia's defense to start this night off, and they did a great job. That 2nd quarter, they broke down a little bit, giving up 19 points, but the problem wasn't as much of their defense as it was their offense, only scoring 9. And in that 3rd quarter, they dropped 23 on Real Madrid. Oh, here comes Peters to the basket with the reverse. Good defense, just holding out Rudy Fernandez. Oh, what a strip right there by Henry. And he leads it up to Peters, who goes in for the easy dunk. What a strip by Henry on Elothin. Just picked his pocket like a thief down in New York City. And gave it up to Peters, and Peters with the easy 2. Rudy doesn't know what to do with it. Elothin. An easy double-figure assist for Henry there. And another strip right there by Giedraitis as Tompkins tries to get it back, and that'll be out on Trey Tompkins as Polonara helps him up. But look at the strip. Boom, so clean as he tried to cross him up. And look at that easy 10th assist right there. Of all 10 of them, that had to be the easiest one, but all started on the defensive end, and he's giving this team a 10-point lead. And like I said, this would be a huge victory for Baskonia here tonight if they could pull this off. With a couple games ahead, that you hate to look forward. You got to play the game that you have right now, and they got to finish this out. But they can pull up a couple wins in a row as Rudy Fernandez gets called for the foul. And they can improve themselves in the standings. Baskonia is sitting in 13th place at 10-13 on the season. 8th place belongs to Anadolu Efes at 13-10. There's a save. Elothin might get the ball out. Oh, good play by the young man to get the ball back into play. If it didn't go off of Henry's leg, it would have went to one of his players running down the middle of the floor. Nice heads-up play by the young man right there as Madrid retains possession. 10-point game. Elothin, another turnover right there. I think Pablo Lasso might have seen enough of the young man right now, trying to give him a chance, but that's a second turnover here in the fourth quarter, in a critical part of the game. How long do you count on a young man right there? He just almost got the steal himself as Pablo Lasso's looking for the call. Polonara tries to get to the basket. He's fouled up top by Tyus. And you know, La Pro has been out for the last couple of weeks. Sergio Yui hasn't been playing up to his standards at point guard. Baldi at times has tried, and Elothin has been given a responsibility that a young kid his age sometimes doesn't get. And he's taking advantage of it most of the times, but he's struggling here in the fourth quarter. We'll see how long Pablo stays with him. Polonara wanted to pull up, gives it off to Henry. Henry to the basket. Nice defense by Tyus. Henry can't get the roll, and Fernandez comes up with the rebound. Elothin wants to run to the basket, off to Albaldi. Albaldi pulls up for three. Oh, Albaldi's somehow or another gets that to squeak itself in from deep. Looked like it was going to be short. And Albaldi knocks down another three. Piedraitis down low, one-on-one against Rudy with a soft touch. Nice rebound by Albaldi this time. And now they want to run again. There's Tyus running down the middle. It should open something up, and that was open for Elothin, but a nice foul by Vildosa at half court to slow things down. Henry will go get another break. Sarakirsis checks back into the game. Tyus up top. Elothin looking for lane. Oh, nice crossover. That time, what a block from behind. Called goaltending. Polonara doesn't believe it. And I'm up here in the cheap seats. These are pretty expensive seats, actually. I don't believe it either. That looked like a beautiful block by Polonara right there. Got it right out of his hands. There's no way that ball was coming down. I'm not sure if it was over the cylinder or not, but it was a nice block by the Italian, as he's going to go back to the basket and want to reverse. And he'll get the foul called on Rudy Fernandez. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. As you see him trying to reverse it, he had the strong side right there, but I think Rudy's got his hand in so many times against him that he wanted to reverse it that time on Rudy, and maybe overdid it himself. And goes to the line, and he's off the mark on the first one. Polonara is a 45% three-point shooter this year, 53% from 2, but he struggles from the foul line at only 58%. And he missed both of them right there. So if you're Real Madrid, you're looking to foul him down the stretch. As I said, he struggles from the foul line at 58%. Elothin forcing it into Tompkins. Tompkins down low against Peters, one-on-one. Now it's 2-on-1. Tompkins with a nice move, but can't get it to fall, and it's Vildosa with the rebound. Polonara running down the middle of the floor. Piedraitis wants to pull up. That's not a good shot. Oh, what a play by Elothin to keep that out of Vildosa's hands, but just couldn't keep it into play and keep possession. Piedraitis with a crazy 3 on the fast break. Trying to build on that lead, but off the mark. But Baskonia, 14 on the shot clock. Peters with the pick up top, double pick. Polonara was open for a second. Vildosa wants to pull up again. Vildosa again drops another 3, this time in the face of Alberto Albaldi, and that's
Vildosa just adding the points to his tally right here and building a lead. It's an 8-point lead now for Baskonia. Tyus was wide open. They go to Tompkins instead in the corner. Tompkins steps back. He's off the mark. Oh, right back to him. This time he ain't gonna miss. Oh, but Tompkins off the mark again. You very rarely see him miss that many shots, especially in a row. A cross-court pass, wide open is Peters in the corner. Peters drills the three, and Baskonia is putting the pressure on Real Madrid as they take an 11-point lead with 5:53 to go here in the third quarter. It's TD Systems, Baskonia, Victoria Gasteiz trying to get the road win against Real Madrid, and they would love to sweep this series after the game one victory, round one victory, way back on the 2nd of October. Let's check out tonight's 7-day magic moment now. Who do you think it'd be? Gonna be the Grand Achilles with the fake. That was coming off the timeout, and they set that up. You see Henry, look how hard Henry comes off and disguises the play, as you know that Henry was such an important part of that play coming off, and the fake, and Polonara going up hard. Two hands, knowing that Sergeant Swat was in the vicinity, and if he didn't come up hard, he could have got that thrown. And you see the little scream from the Italian Achilles Polonara. Tompkins is walking things off in the back. I'm not sure if he's hurt. We saw Tavares earlier limping out of the game, and I'm looking for him. Both him and Tavares, they're both kind of walking things off. As you see the graphic right there, it's been Baskonia, 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 and Baskonia all game long. The first basket of the game was for Real Madrid. That was the only time we've seen Real Madrid with the lead in this game, and you just don't see that, especially here at the Wiesing Center. It's been all Baskonia so far, but it's still a lot of time to play. It's an 11-point lead. A little thin off to Fernandez. Fernandez with a tough shot. Good defense by Baskonia. Can't be much time on the clock because that ball didn't touch the rim. Oh, look at the pass, but Rudy had to hurry it up, and he gets knocked to the floor as he misses that one, and Baskonia wants to run again. Here they come. Peters one more time. Peters from three, drilling it, and they are putting it on Real Madrid. Madrid cannot score. They can't find anything offensively as Pablo continues to look to the bench. Tavares coming off the bench, hobbling a little bit. Not sure if the ankle still hurts. Elothin off the Tyus. Tyus is going to get an easy two. And now look at Baskonia. After the easy two, they just want to push it down their throats if they can. But nothing going on. They got to be smart and play with the clock a little bit as they're up 12. Half this quarter gone already, 4:47 play. Vildosa with the advantage on Tyus. No, he's not going to do it again. He's not going to do it again. Luca Vildosa over the top of Alex Tyus. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me with this guy? Another three right in the face of Alex Tyus that time. Are you kidding me with Luca Vildosa? We're going to talk about him in a second. We see Tyus going one-on-one down low, wants to make the move. Nice jump hook off the mark, and Baskonia wants to keep running. They got advantages. They got numbers here if they can, but Polonara wants to slow it down. Man, Vildosa, 2 for 2 from 2, 3 for 3 from 3, 13 points on the night. 3 rebounds on top of it. It'll be Tavares who's going to check into this game. To try to stop the bleeding here if they can. Look at that 3 from Vildosa. I mean, if you're Tyus, you can't do much more defensively if you don't foul him. Vildosa is on fire, folks. Keep an eye on him because right now you can see him fake a 3 at any time and get to the hoop because they're going to be all over him outside the perimeter. So let's keep an eye on what he's going to do here in the last 3 minutes. He's going to be pivotal for Baskonia, not only at the point guard position, controlling the tempo, but he's also going to be important as far as scoring points are concerned here. His team is up 15. The most important thing for them right now is this clock runs down as fast as it can, and they can get back to their 3.5-hour bus ride back up to Baskonia to Victoria. And it's Baldi saying, hold on, people, not just yet.
Don't worry about jumping on that bus and taking that easy ride back up to Baskonia, to Victoria tonight. I got a little something to say about it. Ivanovic said he stepped on the line and they gave him the 3 anyways. It's a 12-point lead for Baskonia. Giedraitis to the basket, gets it caught up on his shoulder. Going inside to Polonara against Coser. Polonara with a nice move, can't get it to go though as he loses control of the ball. Madrid wants to run, they have to run. They don't have much of a choice but to get out on the run. Ooh, an errant pass by Albaldi. Madrid offensively just not on the same page here this evening. As they're only at 10 points here in this fourth quarter as we had timeout on the floor. It's been an interesting season for Madrid because you see these games, especially here at the Wiesing Center that I've been a part of, as we're going to watch the Arturas and Giedraitis playlist here tonight. But you just always expect Madrid to make that move. You know, the threes by J.C. Carroll, the steals by Rudy Fernandez, the threes by Fernandez. Tompkins coming up big, but they just haven't been able to find that person so far this season to come up big, and Baskonia has found it in Luca Vildosa and Giedraitis also, as we see his playlist, and Pierre Henry, who has 10 assists on the evening and sits on the bench right now as his team continues to help the lead, as you see Rokas Giedraitis right there with 14 points on the evening. And I said he's a workhorse. He's in the game all night long. 31 minutes, 16 seconds of play so far this evening. And he just continues. We see him. Is he back out? Yeah, he's still back on the floor. You know he's going to be there until the end of this game. There's only 3 more minutes left. Why not? Polonara setting things up. See what they do offensively. Baskonia. There's a huge possession for them. Under the 3-minute mark now. Peters wants to pull it again. Peters. Alec Peters drilling it from deep. Another beautifully set up play by Coach Ivanovic. And Rudy Fernandez wants to come back and stick another 3. Air ball right there for Rudy Fernandez, and that goes out of bounds. And that might be it for Rudy Fernandez tonight as he goes to the bench. Gabriel Deck comes off the floor, or comes into the game. And you got guys like Vildosa, as I talked about, 2 for 2 and 3 for 3 from the field. Peters now leading his team with 16 points. He's 2 for 2 from 2. And 4 for 4 from 3 points is Alec Peters, as they are putting it on the home team here. Oh, one more time, Polonara wants it. Polonara from deep. And Baskonia just continues to roll from the 3-point line. 13 for 20 from deep on the night. Absolutely amazing as they continue to light it up. This time it's off the mark is Albaldi. Are you kidding? Can Madrid lose by 20 points on their home floor against Baskonia? This is an amazing result so far. This is an 18-point game right now, and the way they're dropping threes, it wouldn't surprise me. Vildosa the basket, Polonara had a chance to look at it. He wants to get it from deep. No, I was gonna go off right there if he sticks that one. Nice steal again at half court, and this time it goes off of Elothin again, and Pablo Lasso just cannot find continuity within his offenses. Elothin has struggled here in the fourth quarter with a couple turnovers. And again, I talk about turnovers all the time. One thing are turnovers, other things are turnovers that lead the points, as Tavares goes to the bench and Tyus comes back out. I think Pablo Lasso just wanted to make sure Tavares' ankle was okay. And didn't want him to force it as Vildosa one-on-one with Elothin. Vildosa back out to Peters. Peters one more time. Peters off the mark, but instead it's going to be Polonara going up and cleaning up the only mess that Alec Peters has made tonight from deep. And that was incredible. Too bad we already had a 7-day magic moment, because that was another one right there by Polonara, as Peters has his first miss from deep of the night. And Sergio Yu has nothing much to do as he sees his team down by 20, but bite his nails there on the bench. Baldi up top. Nobody even wants it right now for Real Madrid. It seems like Deck caught the ball, just gave it right back to Elothin. They look frustrated. Elothin tries to go to the basket. Nice left hand by the young man, but it's a day late and $1 short as we're 53 seconds to go before the end of this game. Baskonia just wants to run the clock out. Huge win for Baskonia here tonight. Oh, nice move, Aldosa. One more time over the top of Tyerson. He's off the mark. As you can see, Madrid just dying down. They don't even care right now. They just want to get this thing over with, get to the locker room, shower up, and get home. Polonara wants to score 2 more, though. And he does with the left-handed hook shot. Akili Polonara just putting it on Real Madrid with his 18th point as he takes high score for his team with those 2. Baldi around Polonara. Again, up to the top. Swatted away, but there was a foul call beforehand with 9.6 to go. It is a 20-point. I don't know what more the story is here tonight. As you see the faces of Real Madrid on the bench, they say it all right here, but I don't know what more the story is. The 20-point win or 20-point lead right now by Baskonia, or the fact that Real Madrid is only able to score 64 points in this game as it is over here tonight. A 20-point victory for TD Systems Victoria Baskonia Gasteiz. What nobody would have really expected, 64 points for Real Madrid. And it's been trouble for them recently.